아침에 만나는 특별한 행복.
Morning date.
함께하고 계신 방송은 EBS FM 모닝 스페셜입니다. 오늘 모닝 데이트는 난치병 환자들을 위한 자선기금 마련 프로젝트를 위해 자동차로 대륙 횡단을 준비하고 있는 영국인 로브 서클리프 씨를 초대했습니다. Welcome to the studio.
Good morning.
Thanks for getting up so early to come in and tell us about your mission, which is crazy. I've already heard a little bit about it because I interviewed you for the newspaper already.
That's right, yeah.
But why don't you give us a lowdown? It's called Seoul2b, right?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Give us a bit of an overview.
We are going to leave from Seoul and we're going to drive back to London in England.
So Seoul2L?
Seoul to...
What's the B then?
The B is whatever we make it at the time.
Oh,
the B is changeable.
But originally it means Britain, though, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Seoul to Britain. Now, obviously that's a little bit of a far way, right?
Yeah, that's right.
When are you guys leaving?
Should be about less than 3 weeks now. I think September the 2nd is when we're gonna make the move. Yeah,
That's D-Day.
yeah, that's the D-Day.
What? How did you pick it? Just basically, it's going to take you that long to get ready.
Not exactly. It was 6 months into my co-driver's contract, and that was the earliest he could quit. So it was just purely based on work.
This is great. Well, amazing. Well, let me just straighten things out just for our listeners. So you're basically going to drive from Korea back to UK or England, right?
Yeah.
And first of all, do you have your own car, or have you picked a car you're going to be driving?
We have a Hyundai Galloper we just bought recently. So, yeah, we have a car. And we've recently insured it and now officially own it. And we took it to a Hyundai garage to get it looked over. But the guy who owns the garage was hungover, so in bed. So we're going to go back again this week, and hopefully he'll get out of bed this time.
Presumably, getting it checked is pretty important before that kind of a journey, because you're going to be in a lot of places where there aren't going to be any car shops, right?
Yeah.
You're going to have to...
And it's pretty old, too. It's
Oh, great. And you have a name for it, too, right?
the car is called Park Minji.
Park Minji.
That's
It's
a
got a
very
Korean
pretty
name.
name.
Yeah.
So you just named it in a girl's name.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
It's called...
I think it's a she, yeah.
Why is it called
she.
Park?
Because it parks.
Because
It's
you
just-
park it.
Yeah.
주차하는 것이잖아요.
That's a nice
It's not going to be
joke.
Kim, is it?
Well, I guess you guys are ready to do such a noble thing. This is for, of course, charity, right?
Yeah, we're raising money for UNICEF, Macmillan Cancer Support, which I think is mainly a British cancer, which helps out cancer patients, and Dyslexia Action, which is again British and helps.
And that's great that you are doing it for charity. It's not just for fun, although it's going to be quite an adventure, I think. And we're going to get a bit more into the charity aspect of it a little bit later. First of all, did it take a long time to find the actual car? Did you guys first maybe think of doing it by scooter or doing it by roller skates or something like that?
We did hear about some people who walked back from Hong Kong back to London
On foot.
in tuxedos. Which
Walked from Hong Kong to England.
Yeah,
in tuxedos.
That's been done apparently. So ours isn't so impressive anymore. But no, I think we were pretty sure we were going to take a car.
Car, yeah. Too much
Makes a lot of
stuff.
sense.
Too much stuff to carry. It's funny you mentioned that. There's a guy who has walked from Canada all the way to Korea, who's in actually Seoul right now, who we might actually be talking to later on the show. But
Really?
Oh, right.
that's a different story.
Oh, he's beating us.
What happens, though, if, cars are known to break down?
Do cars break down?
I think they do. Maybe not for you guys.
I
I
should do
hope
some
for not you
research.
guys, knock on wood. But,
Not your fancy car, Hyunsak.
well, it does break down.
Oh, it does? Oh, okay. So
What
what happens, though? Yeah.
if your car ever breaks down? You just use your
I've-
survival skills you learned in Boy Scouts?
I've just bought the Dummy's Guide to Auto Repair last week, so I've read like 2 chapters already. We're pretty much set.
Because you'll
like-
probably be out on the desert sometimes too, right?
Yeah.
Nobody to get help from and everything.
Well, we're buying a lot of supplies before we leave when we do eventually get to the garage.
it's great.
And,
What kind of supplies? Like extra?
we don't know. We're
Like-
going to ask him. He's going to...
So you're going to ask the garage guy
If he's not hungover, yeah.
which parts of the car are likely to break down, and then buy some extras.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So, I mean, like, what happens if it does break down? Though, do you have a plan B? Are you gonna buy a donkey and ride it or something?
Donkey or camel, or depending on where we are, or horse.
Depending on the region.
We have made sure we have all the train maps ready just in case we are getting the train.
Oh,
but-
okay.
We did buy it pretty cheap, so part of the thinking was, if we have a problem, we can just buy another car. It's not...
All right.
Not we've invested too much.
I've seen the commercials. In some of those places, you can trade a pair of blue jeans for a car.
Really?
I don't know.
That must be a good car.
But you're not going alone.
No,
right?
No, of course not.
You have somebody that you're going with. You have a person that you're accompanying.
Yeah. My
together?
good friend Chris is coming.
Your good friend Chris, who we have on the line right now. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning. Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And is this going to be a trend where you actually show up and Chris is still in bed? Is this going to happen on the trip?
Chris is. I'm going to take my phone and Chris is just
going to talk by phone. I think walkie-talkie. I think that's best.
So we wish you could come in this morning, but you're busy. You're busy working now, right?
That's the one. Yeah, I'm away at summer camp.
I guess you have to work before you take this long vacation, right?
That's the one. It was going to be a bit of a holiday for a long time. So
right.
A little bit of work.
How did you guys meet?
Well, it's probably about 2 years ago. It was in Incheon. Mm-hmm. We were both working in the same area.
Mm-hmm. And that's it. And you guys just hit it off.
We did. We clicked. It was magic. There were sparks. I think there were even fireworks at one point.
I can see them in Rob's eyes right now.
This thing, is he glowing?
It was love at first sight, I think.
Is that right? So, Chris, are you mentally prepared for this trip? I mean, there's going to be a lot of things that may happen off here and there, right?
I've been doing a lot of meditation.
Meditation is good.
Getting into Zen.
In Pakminji?
Preparation, we decided to go a little bit last minute on preparation. We think that would probably heighten the excitement, I think.
But you guys do have all the maps and you do have all the visas and that kind of thing, right?
Maps and visas. There's been a few little problems with visas, but yeah, we're getting down to it and sorting everything out. There's a lot of visas we're going to get, probably, I don't know, about 6 or 7, I think.
Are you worried about spending so much time with Rob in a small car? Aren't you guys going to bug each other?
It's got a roof rack, so we've designated the roof rack if there's going to be any friction.
You're gonna go ride the roof?
On the roof rack, that is possible.
Will you guys have access to some kind of technology like GPS devices or any phones or internet or anything? I mean, while on your trip?
That would ruin the fun, I think. That really would. Mainly out of financial reasons, we can't. So that is our party line that it will ruin the fun.
You're on a shoestring budget?
Just flying by the seat of your pants. Well, thanks for...
If we had shoes, that would be good. If anybody wants to donate shoes, that would be nice.
It sounds like you might need some shoes because your car might break down.
Isn't this car break down? Really? Oh, okay.
Well, that doesn't happen.
All right, well, thanks for joining us this morning, Chris, and I guess we better let you get back to work, eh?
Indeed. Thank you very much for having us, and speak to you soon.
Good luck on your journey.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
All right, bye.
And we'll come back and talk to Rob a bit more in just a sec.
That's right, and in the meanwhile, why don't we take a song break?
That's right. This is U2 with Walk On.